Okay, yeah. Sorry guys, I had a feeling this had happened. This got really messed up. There we go. Alright. So we are continuing. So it is snowing outside, and I got a space heater running. I don't know if that's coming through on the microphone or not, but it's making the room really, really warm. So no more cold complaints from this side, at least from the office. Um, so we are reading lesson 3 and the different angles, and then we're going to practice the oblique lines and work on some angles. Today we are still doing this random schedule until next week. So shorter stream. Well, it's right, the shorter format until next week. But we're going quickly. Well, we're moving on to a different lesson. Yay! Because we've been stuck on lesson 2 and 1 since before Christmas. So this is nice. So it's exciting. Okay, I did not read about the angles because that was for tonight, because it's kind of like a introduction to lesson 3, 4, 5, and 6 and 7. So starting with the right angle. Of the straight or right lines in the preceding lessons, 3 kinds of angles are formed by combining any 2 of them, and these are respectively called a right angle, an acute angle, and an obtuse angle. The right angle, as in this lesson, is formed by a vertical line, BA, and a horizontal line, BD. The lines forming a right angle are mutually perpendicular to each other, though when the one line is horizontal, the vertical one is usually called the perpendicular. The property of a right angle is that on producing or extending either of the sides as from B to C, the angle ABC thus formed is equal to the adjacent one, ABD. If AB be extended below CD in the same manner, it will be perceived that the divergence of the lines from the point B forms 4 right angles. It is hence obvious that not more than 4 right angles can be formed about any point on a plane surface. The acute angle. An acute angle is less than a right angle. That is, the lines which form it are not so far apart as those forming a right angle. Thus, any angle which is less than a right angle is acute. The acute angle is formed by an oblique line, BA, and a horizontal line, AC. The dotted perpendicular line, EA, which forms a right angle with AC, shows how much the acute angle, BAC, is less than the right one, EAC. So this is a line this would be a barely there line, just used as a reference, where these are showing the angles. Okay, and the same would be for the obtuse angle, which you can see. Okay. An obtuse angle is greater than a right angle, that is, the lines which form it are farther apart than those forming a right angle. Thus, any angle which is larger than a right angle is obtuse. It is formed by an oblique line, AB, and a horizontal one, BC. The dotted perpendicular line above B, which is at right angles with BC, shows how much larger the obtuse angle is than a right angle. The difficulty you have to overcome in these lessons is to draw one line perpendicular to another which is horizontal, so as to form a right angle, and also, having drawn a right angle, so to make any other angle acute or obtuse in any required degree, such as is here given, or as such as may be given. All the observations made in lessons 1 and 2 with regard to the position of the arm and hand and the mode of drawing the lines also must be consistently attended to. You should sit upright and merely incline the head so that the eye, being distant from the paper, may enable you always to grasp the whole subject of the lesson. It is a very great error to stoop so as to bring your eye near the paper. It is besides ungraceful and unhealthful. I have never heard that term before. Unhealthful. Obviously, it is a real word. I've just never heard it. I want to look that up, but I'm not going to because I can understand what is trying to be conveyed, but I really want to see what what the prefix and everything, what it means exactly, instead of just like, oh, obviously it's unhealthy, but a different term. Anyways, not going down that rabbit hole right now. So there's a couple of different things we're going to be practicing today. That is going to be the oblique lines, shown in the lessons 1 and 2. And I'm going to need to use them as reference because I need to remember how my arms need to be for each individual one. And then we are going to move on to the perpendicular, actually drawing the right angle. So we're just going to do right angle today and the oblique lines. Then we will move on to what lesson 3 actually is. So I'm not going to read what lesson 3 is until tomorrow. Yeah. And then it's just being able to draw the angles differently, and then going on to shapes from there. And then I think from there, yeah, it goes into shape. I don't think it goes into shading, which is the curved lines. Yeah, and so it's just different lines. So that's all the first section is, which basically the foundation for absolutely everything else we're going to be doing. Okay. Oh, I'm not even on the right paper page. I chose a lighter paper so we can see the lines a little bit easier. Okay. Now my pencil. Thought I had it out. I don't think this light. This isn't. I thought I had made the paper straight, but I didn't. Whoops. I didn't want that. That's fine. Let's use the paper and then get the pencil. That was weird. I wonder if it moved when I set the tape down. Yeah, that should be straight. Okay. Yeah, this is what we've been using to draw. Okay. Sorry about that. The camera should focus a lot better now. Okay. So a straight oblique line. There we go. Much better. This is going to take a little bit to get used to. Because I haven't really don't really draw angled lines. Because it doesn't matter right now how much of an angle it is, just as long as I'm drawing from. There we go. Much better. There we go. Yeah, it just takes a couple of tries to get used to. For me, I'm used to doing straight lines because of graphs and I've drawn graphs, right, in math and then in physics you kind of do graphs, and then you also do graphs in, I want to say chemistry, but I can't remember why. I thought I was drawing some graphs in chemistry. But those always deal with straight lines, but then you do have to do your slopes, so I just have to remember thinking about that because I'm just used to the straight lines, and then I've never really cared for the curved lines or the angled lines before, so now it's just getting my mind to like focus on that. I guess this would kind of be like the backward slash, well, backward forward. What's the difference between these two? So it's just why? Because I'm starting at the top on the left and then I'm starting at the bottom on the left. That's what, but starting on the bottom on the left over here. Maybe because they're more angled. So these have a slower slope, and then these ones have a very steep slope, so that's why you have your steep slopes, whereas if you have your gentle slopes. Okay, those are the difference. So it's the slope. So when it's a more gradual slope, right, like a lower slope, so with the acute angles, your elbow is going to be close to your side, but when it's going to be in a obtuse angle, right, like you have your, it's mostly slope, so if this was to go like down 1/1, right, whereas this would be more of like up 1/3. Right, so it has to do with the slope, where it's a gentle slope, it would be. Okay, that makes more sense. I think I should write that down. I don't know how often I'll reference this book, but I should definitely write it down. I really don't need the book opened now that I figured that out. Sorry, I was writing. When I'm writing, I really can't think about anything other than what I'm writing. Okay. So, there. So we're doing these slopes, and then if I were to do this slope, yeah, I'm also trying to create an angle, which that would be an obtuse angle, and then this would be an acute angle, 2 acute angles, and 2 obtuse angles. That's kind of cool. It's like so it's kind of like starting to come together, like putting the lines together and stuff in my head. So yeah, this book is really really helpful if you have absolutely no foundational knowledge of drawing. It really will connect dots. Literally, you're connecting dots at the beginning, but it allows you to understand um, the different lines that you're going to be needing to make when you start looking at shapes. So, really, really good for those that need to look at it in an analytical sense or a mathematical sense. They're more like structural way. This really will help out. But I think definitely go like the more books the better if you're that type of person. Just make sure it's focused in on what it is that you're actually trying to accomplish. Because if you want to do drawings like or paintings like Bob Ross, this will not help you at all. Nope. Yeah, I was listening to Bob Ross again. It's just like when you're so stressed out, he's so calming. Just like sitting there and listening and then watching it too, because it still amazes me how the shapes form. Anyways, back to what we're doing. Mm, there we go. There we go. Much better. Let's try that again. This is going to be the harder part. It's making sure I go with the dot, go from dot to dot instead of just straight. Oh, it's getting better. But that should have been. No, that's stone, but I should have made it a little bit more of a gradual slope instead of such a steep slope. Steep, that's the word I'm looking for. And I've been seeing on YouTube, I haven't actually looked at these videos, but about how penmanship exercises can help with your, with the hand-eye coordination, like getting your hand to do what your brain's asking it to do, which helps with drawing your lines. So I've been meaning to take some time to look into those videos. I just haven't done it yet. But I've also been telling myself not to do it because I'm already, yeah, that was just a bad spot. I should have put the top there. Let's try that again. I'm already reading so many books, or trying to read a lot of books at once, where I'm just like, give yourself a break. There's a ton of knowledge out there. You have great foundational knowledge books. Let's start there. And then move on as progress happens. Mostly as I finish, like, once I finish one book, it's like, okay, then go find another resource. Let's just stick with the books we currently have. That was a horrible line. Here. Let's try that again. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, see? It helps if you put your elbow in the right spot. There we go. Nice. Let's see. So I think what the goal is going to be, I'm going to use this spot over here, is that when doing the angles, you create the horizontal line first. Then you create the vertical line. But the vertical line's more the dotted line. Then you create your angles. Oh. And you always start left to right. I need to remember that because I do not follow that convention at all. I wonder if it's because of left-handed, but I think it's also just because I just have bad habits from not caring about being focused. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I know I'm kind of starting a little bit earlier. I said I just wanted to focus on getting these lines before doing the angles, but I was seeing the convention, and this isn't even a straight line. I was seeing how it was gonna work, and I was like, I want to see that. I want to see it in practice. There we go. A much straighter line. Instead of making it dotted, because somehow I can't do a straight dotted line. I'm probably gonna have to. Excuse me, sorry. It's getting late, apparently. I'm gonna have to probably just do a. Well, it might help if I have my elbow in the right spot too. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was my bad. That's where I was putting the dot. But yeah, this is pretty much going to be the stream tomorrow is just working on the different angles and getting the angles right and getting comfortable making angles, which is exciting considering for the majority of these streams it's just been doing horizontal and vertical lines. So I think this will be a very happy change of events. This line is so not straight. And yet I'm still getting used to doing the whole straight line, so it's gonna be making the dots, still practicing the whole, what is it, exercise that he was having us do. So you do your first dot, you do your dots, make sure the dots are lined up. Then connecting them, making sure that line's straight. And then going off of that to make the angle. So it's not going to be as fast as it is today. Today I kind of lost focus because I wanted to try it out, but good start. I'm enjoying this. I hope you all are enjoying learning along with me. But I think this is where we're going to end it today, and then we're going to get into the angles tomorrow, so that's exciting. Right, because that's what, pretty sure that's what lesson 3 is. Yeah, lesson 3 is making the angles, so that's going to be fun. Yeah, by lesson 30, we're going to be drawing stuff like this. So it won't be boring for too much longer. We'll start drawing actual shapes and stuff soon. Okay. Thanks everyone so much for joining me. If you like this content, please like the video and share it, because the more people I reach, the more I might start getting people giving me advice about what it is that I'm doing wrong, if there is anything I'm doing wrong, or what I could improve, like where I could improve upon, like how I'm holding pencil, if like what I could be looking at to make sure the paper is straighter, or even making sure my lines are straighter and stuff like that. You know, like the little minuscule details that only people who've been drawing forever can actually see. And if there are any other people that I could look into that teach drawing, also please mention them in the comments below so I can take a look at them. I hope everyone has a good rest of their day, and I will be back here, same structured stream for the next couple of days, so also late streams, but that's going to change all on Monday. So I think that's it for announcements. I will see you guys back here next time. Until then, bye.